Looking for royalty-free music? Discover.
I'm tryna be out the greatest. I'm a Florida boy. I get a real damn tropic. I'm like the damn on the topic. I'm an island boy. Put my vest on, yeah, like a wagwan man. Tryna make it to the top. I'm an island boy. I've been trying to make it. I ain't seen it with a gang slang. You ain't just slang no kind. And through the storm, through the rain. Cause we try home like a line. From the island boy, from the Caribbean. Que yo soy cubano. I'm an island boy. Put my vest on, yeah. Cause I'm an island boy. And I've been trying to make it. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'ma get key white grind. You're gonna keep that gun. I'll be just staring at the sun. I'm just out fool gazing. I'm like, pull where I'm staying. They're like, you wanna be famous? I'm trying to be out the greatest. I'm a Florida boy. I get a real damn tropic. I'm like the damn on the topic. I'm an island boy. Put my vest on, yeah, like a wagwan man. Tryna make it to the top. I'm an island boy. I've been trying to make it. I ain't seen it with a gang slang. You ain't just slang no kind. And through the storm, through the rain. Cause we try home like a line. From the island boy, from the Caribbean. Que yo soy cubano. I'm an island boy. Put my vest on, yeah. Cause I'm an island boy, and I've been trying to make it. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'ma get key white grind. You're gonna keep that gun. I'll be just staring at the sun. I'm just out fool gazing. I'm like, pull where I'm staying. They're like, you wanna be famous? I'm tryna be out the greatest. I'm a Florida boy. I get a real damn tropic. I'm like the damn on the topic. I'm an island boy. Put my vest on, yeah, like a wagwan man. Tryna make it to the top. I'm an island boy. I've been trying to make it. I ain't seen it with a gang slang. You ain't just slang no kind. And through the storm, through the rain. Cause we try home like a line. From the island boy, from the Caribbean. Que yo soy cubano. I'm an island boy. Put my vest on, yeah. Cause I'm an island boy, and I've been trying to make it. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'ma get key white grind. You're gonna keep that gun. I'll be just staring at the sun. I'm just out fool gazing. I'm like, pull where I'm staying. They're like, you wanna be famous? I'm tryna be out the greatest. I'm a Florida boy. I get a real damn tropic. I'm like the damn on the topic. I'm an island boy. Put my vest on, yeah, like a wagwan man. Tryna make it to the top. I'm an island boy. I've been trying to make it. I ain't seen it with a gang slang. You ain't just slang no kind. And through the storm, through the rain. Cause we try home like a line. From the island boy, from the Caribbean. Que yo soy cubano. I'm an island boy. Put my vest on, yeah.
Okay, one more time. One more time, just for everyone.
Cause I'm an island boy.
Just so everyone can enjoy it.
One
more time.
I'm an island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'ma get key white grind. You're gonna keep that gun. I'll be just staring at the sun. I'm just out fool gazing. I'm like, pull where I'm staying. They're like, you wanna be famous?
Okay, I'll stop it. Fine. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Laughing at Crypto Bros stream. Today we're gonna be. I mean, it's kind of there in the title. Laughing at Crypto Bros. Iggy May, thank you for the raid with a party of 14. That's very cool of you. Thank you. Let me say hello to everyone. Mildred, oh my god. I'll tell everyone why that's so funny in a minute. Right. Hello, Captain Oddbean. Hello, Nightwing PhD. Tanuki 1029. Falk 1989. Hello, Ria Quaza. Hello to Kiri Magic. Hello, Ashen Reef. Hello, that Daria Morgan, first time chatting, and you said, what the what? Shield Baden, hello, welcome. Tanuki, thank you for resubscribing. I really appreciate that. Unhero, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Iggy Maid. Iggy Maid with an Iggy Raid. Caraxian Fortune. Goblin the Gamer. Hello, hello, hello. Mornicale. Feeling very upset that this is the first Sophie from Mars stream content I've seen. Well, there's a whole archive channel of stream content you could be enjoying if you wanted to. It's linked on my Twitter, but it's called Sophie from Mars streams. If you just want to look on YouTube, it's there. Hello to Martin1842. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hello, 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 hello. Delta Starfire, Thought Slime, Rebel Scout 1, Just Pigeon. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Failing Cookie. Hello. Basin is back. Hello. I think that's everyone. Violet Violence. Hello. Furious Tapir. Hello. Von Papelli. Hello. I've said everyone. I did it. I got through everybody. I did it. Yeah, woo! Shield Aiden says her archives are just 280 hours of that TikTok and that was just looping. Why did you spoil the surprise? It's not that. It's not that. A whole bunch of them are serious political conversations I've had with people. Most of the stream channel, the archive channel at the moment, is archives of my gamer girl moments. No, it's me playing through various games and organized into playlists and stuff. So if you enjoyed Resimania, for example, and you want to check out me playing Resident Evil, that's all up there. If you want to see me struggling through Pathologics and catch up to where I am now for watching the current Pathologic stream I do every Tuesday, that's there too. Anyway, so story time. This might still happen, depending. But some of you may be familiar that with Mildred, Thought Slime, and chat, that side is where chat is. Hello, chat. I hope you feel appreciated. Whoa. With Mildred, I do a show called Cringe Corner, where we seek to reclaim the cringe. Use the cringe for the good of mankind. Help people with cringe by cringing at bad people. See, for example, right, I think that cringe has been used to hurt trans people, for an example, right? Especially it's been used against trans and neurodivergent people in recent years. But as a trans person, I know the enormous potential that cringe has because we can see all the transphobes because they're all around us all the time harassing us. And if we could just show all the transphobes to all the normal people, I'm not calling cis people normal as opposed to trans. I'm talking about people who don't spend all their time harassing minorities. Then they would find the transphobes very cringe. Cringe can be a force for good. Anyway, we do this show. And in the first recording, I was showing Mildred these gentlemen. I was showing Mildred these gentlemen. Let me just change. That's the wrong thing. That's still this screen. I was showing Mildred the Island Boys. Oh no, now my webcam's off. I'm not doing a very professional stream today, am I? Okay, I was showing Mildred the Island Boys. Miranda Panda Zero, thank you for subscribing. Choking Ouroboros 87, thank you for gifting a sub to Jens Gitter. Is that? Anyway, I was showing Mildred the Island Boys. We might still re-record this. This isn't the stream for today, but I was showing Mildred the Island Boys, and she lost the footage. But my audio was kind of bad anyway. Like I said, maybe we'll re-record it if people are into that. So for those who don't know, the Island Boys are a couple of twins from Florida who are white rappers, And basically, like, the whole of their thing, I mean, I'm spoiling it if we do re-record it now, but the whole of their thing is that they're cringe. They're extremely cringe, but they are a meme among the crypto community because anything that, like, gets enough notoriety can make money by minting a cryptocurrency and or selling NFTs, which is pretty embarrassing, right? Sorry, one sec. Right, which is pretty embarrassing. Kind of throws a spanner into the works of what's supposedly going to be, our new decentralized economic system. If basically some guys can make money just off being really cringe, because everyone's laughing at them. Let me explain all of this. I'd explain all of this if we re-record that. And I won't subject you to the TikTok yet again. But it is a good intro to how funny crypto guys are, which is what we're going into today. The purpose of this stream is that I am going to crypto pill myself. Okay. What do I mean by that? Well, I made a joke about the next cursed character after CIA femboy being cryptocurrency Marxist, someone who believes that cryptocurrency has a serious place in the path towards communism. Oh goodness, a hype train already. And then a couple of days later, lo and behold, something magical happened. So, Mildred again. Mildred's featuring in this story a lot, huh? Only on Twitter will people simultaneously claim they are prepared to fight and die in a protracted revolutionary struggle against capital, but then chastise you for saying it's okay to shoplift from Walmart. And I said, oh my god. What? Okay. I said, I think you just defined the axes of the leftist version of the knows what crypto is, invests in crypto meme. Do people not know that one? Knows what crypto is meme. Right. In case you don't know that, this is that meme. In case you're not familiar with it, right? Does not know what cryptocurrency is, does know what cryptocurrency is, does not invest in crypto, does invest in crypto. Let's see. Seinfeld. Right? Doesn't know what it is and doesn't invest. Does know what it is and doesn't invest. Right? This is how the meme goes. You get like some people and you put them into a little Planet Square. BoJack Horseman. There's got to be a good one for that. What? Oh wait, I know why I'm not seeing that one. That one's because I was actually on I was in Dan Olson's chat, and we made that meme. I wonder if it's still in my thing or if my tweets have been deleted already. I have an auto tweet deleter, so it might not be there. But that's the format basically. And I was like, right, that could work. That's how I made the alternate version. Shoplifts from Walmart versus wants a revolution. There you go. There's the BoJack one I made. BoJack doesn't know and doesn't invest. Diane knows what it is and therefore doesn't invest. Rutabaga, right, knows what it is and invests. And Mr. Peanut Butter has no idea what it is, but invests nonetheless. So that's all. They're funding my tokens, Jerry. Yeah, that's it, right? I think the episode of Seinfeld has got to be like, it's got to at least feature George going like, I'm starting to suspect this is all one big scam. Him George making massive losses in cryptocurrency. Kramer gets big in NFTs, but then people start right-clicking his stuff, at which point, he like busts into Jerry's apartment, right? And the whole thing is basically the two of them trying to convince Jerry to invest in crypto as well, while Elaine is telling them all that they're idiots. There you go. I plotted out the whole episode for you. Oh my goodness, Buffy Geek, thank you for gifting 5 subs. That's so cool. If capitalism is bad... Hang on, I guess I should do this in the voice. If capitalism's bad, how come I got this awesome emote from a gift sub? You know what? You got me there. They're right-clicking my apes. Yeah, exactly. Jerry! They stole my apes! It begins. It's got to begin, right? He's in front of the brick wall, right? What's the deal with Bitcoin? I don't have the whole bit. I don't have the whole thing, but that's how it would work. So, I was like, that's got to be the leftist version of what knows what crypto is, invest in crypto. What I meant by that was, right, doesn't shoplift at Walmart, does not want a revolution, versus shoplifts at Walmart, wants a revolution. The meme template is available in the replies if you are interested in making a leftist meme. I'll just say that for the record. Vodrella, thank you for donating £10. Haha, not using Twitch. Not using Twitch is good, because I actually didn't get paid by Twitch this month. And I had to do a whole bunch of fuckery to get my money. And also, obviously, Twitch just takes a cut all the time. So. I was having some fun with that meme. And then I noticed someone in my replies. That is a loud motorbike. Fucking hell. Right. I noticed someone in my replies who said, wait, leftist version? Crypto is decentralization. First of all, I love this statement. And decentralization is a left-wing viewpoint. Let's not linger too long on this person. I don't think they're particularly politically literate. They are funny, though. They are funny. I will point out, also, I will point out, so that tweet has 1 like. That 1 like is from Vela's Ethereum developer artist Crypto Socialist. They do not mean they do not mean crypto socialist like crypto fascist. They're not hiding them being a socialist. They think that cryptocurrency can help with socialism. And now we have finally reached the purpose of the stream today. I am going to crypto pill myself by investigating in good faith, because that's what political Twitch streaming is always all about. I've watched enough Voosh, I've watched enough Density, I've watched enough Hasnan to know what political Twitch streaming is all about. It is about engaging things in good faith. I've seen big, strong men say this phrase enough, good faith. We are going to go and look in good faith at some arguments for why cryptocurrency is for the commies. Before we do that, let me just quickly. Many people think the counter character to CIA femboy will be an anarchist Antifa trans girl, but actually the next entry in the cursed character cinematic pantheon is going to be cryptocurrency Marxist. You will notice that is dated December 27th. I made this guy. I made you. I created you. I made this person with my tweet. Anyway, so back around to Plastic Raptor. Plastic Raptor. I respond to people who complain about decentralization on the decentralized internet. You complain about decentralization, and yet you take part in the decentralized internet. Curious. I am very smart. But, obviously, also, the decentralized internet? Okay, I mean, fucking, if you say so, because to me, it looks like you might just be, going around on the very, very, very much centralized Twitter.com and replying to people on Twitter.com. You know? Let's run through some of their arguments. As a leftist, it cracks me up how many other hashtag leftists have started arguing against decentralization, the epitome of hashtag left-wing ideals, and a tenant. You know, this is why Mao said you have to kill the landlord in your mind, because otherwise you do things like this. A tenant of socialism? No. Okay. And started arguing for corporate control, the epitome of right-wing ideals. The world has gone crazy! Decentralization is a tenet of socialism? Oh my god, none of these people know how words work. Oh my god. Marx made decentralization pay rent, true story. Wow. Wow. On Twitter, a centralized platform. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Oh, God. Gary the Crypto Socialist. Ah, Disco Elysium reference. I see you. I see you. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness. So, I mean, I would have to know a lot more about blockchain, and I studied electronic engineering, not computer science, for a reason. I was always better with some of the plug-and-play little Legos than the high-minded theory of how, like, you know, P versus NP or whatever. I have a passing interest in all that stuff, but it's not my forte. I would have to understand a lot better, I think, to in order to comment on whether blockchain would be good for anarchist goals. I mean, for anarcho-capitalist goals, by which I mean selling drugs. The blockchain's been great. A lot of people have sold a lot of drugs. And then it's been not great as people realize that the blockchain is literally just a record of every transaction that's ever happened, and the thing you don't want when you're selling drugs is a record of every transaction. Okay. I think there are techno-futurist arguments that could be made by some people for the blockchain. So let's review for a second. The stuff that's actually harming the environment is the massive energy consumption involved in cryptocurrency and NFTs. Where does that come from? Well, that comes from cryptocurrency mining and the mass verification of transactions. It's basically, the issue is that it's basically a pyramid scheme, and you need to get other people involved in order to increase your chances of success at anything. Quick primer for those who are completely outside of this area and totally don't know this stuff at all, right? In cryptocurrency mining, your computer tries to solve a bunch of math problems because essentially the way that computers encrypt information is with a bunch of math problems, a bunch of really, really complicated math problems. And the way that you create uniqueness in a digital scape is by encrypting basically nothing. Basically, like something is being encrypted. Like records of transactions are being encrypted. But it doesn't matter that anything's being encrypted from the capitalist point of view. From the capitalist point of view, what matters is that the encryption makes whatever is inside it unique. And therefore, it can be sold and traded, right? And now I'm getting some stuff in chat, and I'm worried I'm going to be, like, saying stupid stuff, and people are going to be, like, owning me in the chat. The point is, your computer has to solve math problems. There is a very low chance that your computer is going to be the one that solves the right math problem, because the way this actually works is that you don't, like, put in a certain amount of labor, or your computer put in a certain amount of labor, and get money out in a sort of labor theory of value, but it's your computer kind of thing. It's actually a lottery. You have to be the one who solves the right maths problem at the exact right moment in order for it to mean anything. And if you do that, then you get the chunk. You get the money. So it's very low odds that you will be solving the right one at the right time. So in order to increase your odds, you want more computers working. So that means you either go into a pool with people where you share the money that gets out, or you buy loads of computers. And that's how you get these huge server farms, and so on and so on. And you can kind of see sort of the problem starting to emerge in terms of energy consumption. Then consider that basically this has to scale. Like, in order for cryptocurrencies to be accepted and to be recognizable tender anywhere, which they increasingly are, more people have to use them. If more people are using them, then the odds that you are going to be the one who solves the next problem and therefore gets the money go down. And therefore you need more computers in order to be able to mine the money. Right. So that's a run through of how mining is really the problem. But like the blockchain itself and the nature of like the blockchain is a sort of involves some very clever sort of Ouroboros maneuvers where it's like encrypting itself and verifying itself, and it's all these, it uses some real kung fu logic in order to create a way for people to verify something when you can't necessarily trust every party involved, which is like impressive technologically. And a lot of people who are involved in the crypto scene, I say a lot of people, not a lot of people by proportion, but a lot of people just by numbers, who are involved in the crypto scene are called, what are called no-coiners, who are people who don't have any cryptocurrency. And the most common reason for that is that it's someone who is really invested in the technology and thinks that blockchain is cool and writes papers about it and theorizes about the way that it can be used in the future and so on, but doesn't want the planet to be on fire or to be involved in the massive scam that is cryptocurrency. Right. So, damn, can't believe they invented another slur for me, shaking my head. Yeah, absolutely. Us no-coiners. Welcome, fellow no-coiners, to the stream. Let's go for it. Oh, dang, did people get an ad break? I wish Twitch would tell me when there was, like, an ad break going on so I could just, like, hit the bong or something. No, like, just, I don't know, it's annoying if I'm trying to explain something and it just no one's seeing it. I saw Dan losing his sanity, not you too. So I'm exploring a very specific thing. I am very much looking forward to Dan Olson's video about cryptocurrency. I think it's going to be very good. And I actually watched him reading through a bunch of the script on stream the other day. It looks like it's going to be a really good one. Right. So, back to the cryptocurrency Marxists. I'm so excited. I'm so excited right now. This is going to be so good. This is just going to be so fucking good. The idea of verifying things, all of that to say, mining is a huge problem because of energy consumption. The ability to verify information without a central trusted source is a huge technological achievement and genuinely really cool, right? So, wait a sec, I think I've lost something on my tabs for the stream. Fantastic, I found them again. All right, the blockchain is cool, the mining is bad, right? So I just want to say, there's the possibility of good arguments here. Let's see if we find any. And yeah, again, the idea of when I'm trying to give this guy the most benefit of the doubt, I'm trying to steel man this argument. Crypto is decentralization. Even then, is just completely wrong, because no, the blockchain offers the ability for decentralization through the ability for people to verify information between non-trusted parties. Cryptocurrency is just garbage. Okay. Right. So I went to look at Plastic Raptor. I was looking at Plastic Raptor. I was curious about this person who says they're a left-winger, who says, I respond to people who complain about the decentralization on the centralized internet, I saw stuff like this, which I thought was funny. LOL. Elon Musk admits he doesn't know what smart contracts are or how they work. For those who don't know, a smart contract is not smart at all. It's not really a contract. But basically, that's when I said about the transactions being recorded and encrypted onto the blockchain, that's it. When you exchange stuff through cryptocurrency, you can have a smart contract, which would allow for people to be able to change the contract later, which, from a legal point of view, isn't smart and is what we call a fucking nightmare. But anyway, but that's what they are. But yeah, but I always get curious about the media tab. It's often when you see accounts like this who just are in people's replies all the time. Steel man is the opposite of straw man, and when you because of course we're all familiar with the Man of Steel, Joseph Stalin, and everyone agrees that he's good. And so basically, when what am I doing right now? The opposite of a straw man is a steel man. A straw man is when you are, attacking a man made of straw, someone who can't defend themselves. The opposite is a steel man. You're making their position artificially stronger, right? You are imagining the best case scenario of what they're trying to say. So, when you see accounts that are always in people's replies, the media tab is usually pretty interesting, because the media tab is almost always their replies to people, right? So here, for example, they're replying with an 1800s, political cartoon that shows a light bulb as the abdomen of a skull spider that is killing everyone. And they're saying there was a lot of fear-mongering around electricity and the internet. And, yeah, that both of those are definitely true. 100%. Definitely. There was also fear-mongering around Concords. because they kept crashing into things all the time, and airships because they kept killing people all the time, and capitalism because it's bad. Sometimes people fear and try to spread the fear to others for a reason. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. You go into the media tab, and you see that they reply the same stuff to people over and over again, and over and over again, and over and over again. And that's pretty interesting about these kind of sock puppet accounts. So, 3 things that they've replied to people. Meme coin comparison. Shiba Inu uses 620,000 times more energy than Vita Inu. They're trying to promote a better, smarter coin? Fascinating. I'll just unpack a bit of this interaction for some people. So this account... it's a gold guy with a... okay. So this first account is... yeah. This first account is someone who is promoting cryptocurrency coins. If people are familiar with Mad Money... and other shows that are similar, which would tell people how to like buy and sell stocks and which stocks are hot and you should definitely buy and which ones to dump. There is Mad Money for crypto now, but like times a million times over, because of course there is, because it's all a big fucking grift, and it's all a pyramid scheme, and and so it's not just an opportunity for people to make money scamming other people into the scam, but that you can also do this meta game where you make money by being the guru who's advising people on how to buy and sell. I have seen some no-coiners who are crypto gurus who tell people where to buy and sell. That one blows my fucking mind. And they'll usually do it, like, on Twitch, like, where we are now. Like, they'll do it in this format, where we're just, like, doing a stream, and I'm just telling you, like, this thing's looking good, and here are the graphs and stuff. Again, if we re-record the Cringe Corner episode, I had a very funny guy we looked at. It was a good time. It was all very enjoyable. Damn, that was a pretty good one, actually. Maybe we should re-record it. Anyway, the term is grub stakers. In a gold rush, you don't make money going for the gold. You make money selling shovels to the people going for the gold, right? And so here's a guy who's promoting some cryptocurrencies and giving people advice on which ones to do. Selling Doge to buy Sheeb is some smart move. Wow. Those were words. Is this a new thing people are doing? Using dollar instead of hashtag to oh my god. I didn't know you could even do this. Wow. There I was thinking I knew Twitter really well. Augmentat, thank you for subscribing. Everyone please remember, if you are enjoying my stream, you can subscribe or cheer or donate directly using command tip. Those sure are words. Yeah. Okay, maybe I should check in with chat for a second. Crypto doesn't decentralize anything when Mr. Moneybags can buy an enormous data center devoted exclusively to mining, when all little Billy Badass can do is take out a second mortgage, try and score a few GPUs from Best Buy. There's just no competition, so it inherently centralizes itself. Crypto and NFTs aren't even capable of solving the problems they invented, so they could pretend to solve them. Yeah, that's exactly right. I love the electric bulb spider. Yes, it's very good. It's very good. A lot of fear-mongering about asbestos? Yeah. 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 There was a lot of fear-mongering about thalidomide, that medication which was invented by a Nazi doctor who was experimenting on people in concentration camps and then and then wouldn't cite any of his research for how he knew it was a good medication because it was all from concentration camps. And then was it Dow Chemical? I don't know. They're some of the most evil people in the world. Maybe I don't really mind if it's not them and that's libel. I mean, I do mind if it's libel and someone comes after me, but I don't mind, accidentally besmirching the reputation of the chemical company that dropped napalm on children. Yeah, there was a lot of fear-mongering about thalidomide, and then every little bit that you dig into about it, it turns out to be the worst possible thing in the world. There's a great Behind the Bastards episode about thalidomide. Good thing no one has been shocked to death. Or swatted. Yeah, true. Oh, to be consumed by the electric skull spider. Yeah, what a time. As far as I'm aware, asbestos is bad. Electricity use versus transaction volume, not to mention max transaction rate when compared to Visa, etc., makes most coins laughable as a currency. Yeah, not to mention there are also limits. I am not super familiar with this. This is where the areas of my knowledge, hit the walls. I don't, these are my limits, but there are limits to literally how many transactions can occur per day. And I'm sure some brain genius will come up with a solution to this, but the issue is basically blockchain, there is one of them, right? There's one blockchain for each thing you're trying to do, be it the blockchain for Bitcoin, the blockchain for Ethereum, the blockchain for NFTs, whatever. There's one of them, and so only so many transactions can actually happen per day because, they have to be in an order. Hashtags with $sign are cash tags. Oh no. Oh god, I hate that so much. Sam Joe says it's 7 per second and it's almost impossible to fix it. Holy fucking Christ. So that means that on any blockchain you can only have 600,000 transactions per day. That is a hilariously limiting limiting. As of the second quarter of 2021, Twitter had 206 million monetizable daily active users worldwide. For example, if we're just going to talk about online interactions, right, for a user base, Twitter has 200 million daily, right? 600,000 is just nothing. You just can't. Oh god, that's so infuriating. And the amount of energy that they use, oh my god, that's so fucking infuriating. You can only have 600,000 transactions a day, and they're already using more energy than all of fucking New Zealand and Belgium and fuck. Oh god, that's oh my god. Anyway. The slowness of blockchain transactions are built into the design. You can't speed them up without losing the whole non-point of the system. Yeah. Right. Okay, I think I caught up with chat nicely. Let's carry on. Do you like this top, by the way? I just got this. I've decided to get myself more matrixy clothing. I realized that I was kind of seeing stuff that I thought was really, really cool, and then not getting myself stuff that I think is really, really cool for just some kind of internalized reasons of I don't know.
Just thinking.
Kind of conservative tendency of just not wanting to something.
It's wrong to look too sexy.
Yeah, just thinking it's wrong to look too sexy. It's not.
Free yourself.
Yeah, you gotta free your mind, free your fashion. You You browsing?
I'm just peeing.
Have a good pee.
Thank you.
Back to Plastic Raptor. There's our Grubstaker. Selling Doge to buy Sheeb is some smart move. Selling Sheeb to buy Venu is not only smart, but good for the environment. Oh my god. Okay, well, this is news. This is some fucking news. Okay. Okay. Hey now? Seriously first? Okay, Thomule, thank you for subscribing. Seriously? Whoa! We were just talking about the environment. Let's fucking go. I want to know about some arguments against why it's bad for the environment. If there's a crypto coin that's good for the environment, let's learn all about that in a minute. Right, there's that graph. And then this one, this account says, happy rug then. Another brief moment to explain. Rug refers to a practice known as rug pulling. Rug pulling in the crypto community is when you start a new crypto coin and get loads of people to invest in it, and then you just run away with the money. Which is, I won't say very common. I'll just say it's common enough that they gave it a name. It's common enough there's a name for it. And that's good. That's good news for your, emerging new decentralized financial system. Happy rug then. So rugging or getting rugged or getting rug pulled or rug pulling is when people just run away with the money. A famous example, actually, sorry to be just flipping back all over the place. A famous example that you are probably already familiar with is that the evolved apes and lazy lions evolved apes. Evolved apes, the horrible looking monkeys, the apes, the ape pictures, were going to be in a video game or something, some kind of like metaverse MMO or something. I have no fucking idea. And then the developer rug pulled it. Mysterious NFT developer Evil Ape suddenly disappears with $2.7 million in funds. Based. That's a well-known example of rug pulling. A funny thing that happened, a very, very funny thing that happened, is that Lazy Lions, who are another NFT venture, also, I think, considering doing a metaverse thing where you have your profile picture that you own, because it's an NFT representing you. Wow, there's a rainbow one. Oh my god. A funny note, by the way, is that evolved apes were drawn, or, digitally assembled anyway, by a person. Lazy lions are algorithmically generated. They truly are lazy. Right. Where the fuck was I? It's so hard to stay on track with this because every single facet of crypto and NFTs is hilarious and mind-bogglingly terrible. Wow. What a time I'm having right now. Lazy Lions made a tweet saying that if you were someone who put money into evolved apes and you got scammed in the rug pull, you can have money off a lazy lion. If people here are familiar with self-selection bias, Nat is doing a really, really sad face off screen, which is what happens when she when she realizes how badly someone is getting fucked over. I'm laughing. This is my reaction. Her reaction is much more appropriate.
Already.
I'm already jokified. That's exactly it. Her reaction is a lot more appropriate, but I'm laughing. Self-selection is when a scam looks like a scam because it is one. For example, an email full of spelling errors claiming to be from a Nigerian prince who is going to give you his vast fortune will only work on people who are really stupid, and that's the point. That they're only aiming to attract people who will fall for the scam. Anyone with, I think H-Bomb might have said this, right? Anyone with half a brain can tell that that's a scam. But anyone without half a brain is exactly their target audience. Oh, it's the War on Christmas video. He was talking about Alex Jones.
Yeah, targeting.
Alex Jones is a great example. We all laugh at Alex Jones, right? The people who take him seriously, right, can't tell why he's so ridiculous. That's the point. He is deliberately trying to get people to self-select out of critical thinking. So people who got rug pulled in the Evolved Apes scam, Lazy Lions told them, you can have money off a lazy lion. Is everyone following my point here? I hope so. If you fell for this scam, we are here to compensate you by letting you have money off our thing, which will definitely not be also a scam. Orkmom is rating with a party of 5. Thank you so much. Hello, Orkmom and pals. Welcome to the stream. We're looking at this little sad boy. Isn't he sad? So sad. I'm excited to get to Vita Inu. Are we all excited about that? I'm really excited to find out about the environmentally friendly Shiba alternative. We'll see soon. All right. I think I covered all of that now. That was the rug. That was the happy rug then. What were they going for? Probably just a full stop, right? I don't know. Maybe this is just an artistic post, you know? Sometimes you just like... You know, sometimes you'll say something like, listen. And you'll leave the comma there on purpose. You know. I am so excited to learn about Vita Inu, but we're not going to do it yet. We're not gonna. We're going to show a little self-restraint, and the delayed gratification is going to be worth it, because another thing that Plastic Raptor keeps on posting is this graph, which can I just be real for a second? Am fucking obsessed with. Okay. I've seen quite a few bad graphs in my time on the internet. I've seen quite a few unscientific infographics and representations of data. There is so much to unpack here. All right. Crypto support by regime type. Okay. The y-axis here, that may as well be the starting point, because otherwise how are we going to understand the graph at all? The y-axis here is unlabeled. The x-axis is labeled regime type. The y-axis isn't labeled, but we can assume it is simply number of regimes. Full frontal democracy. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, this is already getting a lot of response from chat. People are getting what's going on here. Okay. It's quantity. It's number of regimes who etc. Right. How much do you support crypto on a scale from 1 to 60? I'll take a level 60 regime, please, Sophie. Okay. Are we having a good time? Are we having a good laugh at Crypto Bros? I'm glad. I hope we all are. I hope everyone's having a good and cool time. Please remember to subscribe. Also, if you have that Amazon Prime account, I can't imagine why you would, but if you do, you can link it to your Twitch, and if you do that, you can give me money without paying any money. I get money, you don't pay any money. That's what is known as a win-win. Let's carry on, I think. Full democracy, flawed democracy, hybrid regime, authoritarian regime, I think was missing from that. So, we can assume, and I think we can safely assume, this is a bar graph of all the countries in the world. This is all the countries in the world. Now, you can split, according to this chart, not according to me, all the countries in the world into 4 types of regime. Full democracy, flawed democracy, hybrid regime, and authoritarian. Those are the 4 types of government in the world. I am fascinated to know where they put America. And I am also elated to point out that authoritarian is the modal category. There are more authoritarian regimes than any other kind of regime in the world. I would love to see the raw data on this. And don't worry, my darlings in chat, that is very much the plan. We are going to find the raw data on this graph. Are you all excited? So, there are maybe 25 full democracies in the world. Could be they've just listed, it's just like the EU, maybe? And they support or implicitly support crypto. Except for the majority of them who are neutral. There are like 50 flawed democracies, and they, in more or less equal numbers, support and ban crypto, but overwhelmingly don't care. There are 35-ish hybrid regimes. They slightly more often ban than support, but again, overwhelmingly don't care. And there are nearly 60 authoritarian regimes, apparently, and I cannot wait to find out what the authoritarian regimes are. I cannot wait to find out where the UK, for example... okay, the US, from a legal perspective, not from a leftist, political, commie cat girl, fucking transgender ideology perspective. I'm not talking through my biases here as a political actor. From a legal perspective, is a police state, because the police are able to stop and search anyone, anytime, with no granted reason. Okay? To call the US a full democracy, which, okay, I don't know that they've done that. Anyway. Orkmom, thank you for gifting us up to Rosie Terra. Everyone, please remember again, you can support the stream by subscribing and cheering if you're having a good time learning about computers. The UK is introducing legislation where people could face up to 10 years in jail for protesting in a way that inconveniences even one person. I will be fascinated to see if the UK is a full democracy. We'll see. We'll find out. How would the EU support crypto? They at best would be indifferent. Yes, I would say that regimes would probably be indifferent to crypto. I think it's quite likely, right, that they would be indifferent to crypto. Right. So supposing you wanted to find out about this graph, what would you do? Well, you could look more at Plastic Raptor, that's one thing, and see where they seem to have gotten it from. Here they are replying to Elizabeth Warren. There are certain countries which share your view. They're replying to someone who says that people should ban crypto, and this person's immediately replying with the obvious thing that we just pointed out, that the vast majority says neutral, including in the authoritarian category. But yeah, unfortunately, these are the people you're aligning yourself with. Unfortunately, we don't seem to have, right? We don't seem to have a direct source. So, oh shit, I made this. What the fuck? Interesting. I didn't see this before. Okay. I used this. Oh my god, they have the data! Oh my god, it's from Wikipedia! I'm so excited! Holy shit! Amazing! Okay, we still have somewhere else to go after this. I mean, we need to look at Vita Inu for one thing, but great. It's Wikipedia. Wikipedia is the source. Methodology. As described in the report, the Democracy Index is a weighted average based on the answers of 60 questions, each one with either 2 or 3 permitted answers. Most answers are experts' assessments. Some answers are provided by public opinion surveys from the respective countries. In the case of countries for which survey results are missing, survey results for similar countries and expert assessments are used in order to fill in gaps. Interesting. Interesting. Whether national elections are free and fair, the security of voters, the influence of foreign powers on government, the capability of civil servants to implement policies. Good lord. Good lord. This is compiled by the Economist Intelligence Unit. Oh my god, it's the Economist? Like the fucking, like the Economist. Holy shit. Oh my god. Can we just have a look at, yep. Right, so there's the UK. What is that? That's the second greenest color. So I think that they're calling Canada, for example, is one of the ones that's the greenest. UK is like one of those second greenest colors, like Germany and Spain. France and the US are in the third greenest, which actually puts them into flawed democracy, along with Brazil. Right, interesting. Oh my goodness, and there's China. Okay, all right. Love to see this. This is all just amazing. Oh, that's Vietnam. Okay, so that's Vietnam. So that's cool. Great. I don't have much love for China because I don't have much love for any state government because I'm an anarchist. But the Chinese government do actually do a lot to try and offset the damage that they are doing to the environment as their economy grows. And they have made massive like renewable projects bigger than like a lot of other countries, and they do a lot to like protect national like natural beauty, like beauty spots, landscapes, huge tracts bigger than like any of the protected parks in the US. I just think it's worth noting that if China were one of the countries that's an authoritarian country, according to the Economist Intelligence Unit, and if they have also banned crypto, I don't know, maybe they have, then then it may well be, you know, for environmental reasons, more than... Jesus Christ. This is all fascinating. Oh my god. I love this. I love this so much. Look at them doing science. I'm so proud of them. Wow. I'm so excited. UK full democracy, yeah, that tracks. Yeah, because The Economist is headquartered in London. There are colors on the map, not on the graph, unless my eyes are acting up. So, confusingly, yeah, let's actually backtrack and understand that a bit better. So, confusingly, Plastic Raptor has used the same color scheme as the map, but they don't, that's not what they're... So the colors here refer to what level of democracy it is, and the colors here refer to whether they support, implicitly support, are neutral on, implicitly ban, or explicitly ban cryptocurrency. Amazing. I love this. Incredible. Right. By regime type. Oh my god. Right. Can we, hang on a second, can we rank by, is it possible to rank? It is. Oh my goodness. Okay. Norway is the most democratic country in the world. Congratulations, Norway. I guess all your citizens get to vote on every single thing, and no one feels aggrieved any of the time. I expect that there are exactly 0 homeless people in Norway, if it is a full democracy. Iceland, Sweden, New Zealand, Canada. Right. Where do we start dipping? Okay. The UK. Right. Oh man, poor United States. They were so nearly a full democracy. Look at that. Look at that. They just need to tip over past the 8.0 mark. They just need to tip over past that 8.0 mark. South Korea did it. You know, South Korea can do it. Oh, come on, US. You're nearly there. Damn, and Israel is a flawed democracy. I'll say Israel's a fucking flawed democracy. I'm sorry, I'm laughing way more at the Wikipedia's data right now than at the crypto stuff. Let's get into some stuff. I couldn't find this source before. So I reverse image searched the graph, and I came across something I think is really interesting. Now I know that Plastic Raptor made this graph themselves. So, you know, good for them. Congrats on the science. But in reverse image searching, I found Mira Hurley. And this is what I mean about crypto pilling myself. I would like to hear some good arguments for crypto. And I found Mira Hurley, my view on crypto in the long run and why crypto is only in its infancy. So here is that thread that is linked in her bio. Thread, why we're still early in crypto despite a new ATH for Bitcoin, why Bitcoin will have trouble becoming a broadly adopted store of value, and what I see happening in the long run. We may have to do some Googling as we go along. Prince Infidel, thank you for resubscribing. Oh my god, for 10 months? Just realized I didn't want to use one of my favorite cursed phrases, birthing a sub baby, last month. I'm glad you didn't. If only you hadn't now. Wow. Welcome to the store of values. I'd love to hear some good arguments for crypto, but it's yet to happen. Well, look, Anne, you might be in luck. Today might be your day. It might be today that you hear some. I'm so excited for us. Okay. Crypto ATH. Cryptocurrency ATH. All-time high. Cool. Got it. Carry on. Okay. A few days ago, Bitcoin hit a new all-time high. I could have just read the next tweet, damn it. as did the crypto market cap as a whole. At a total crypto market cap of almost $3 trillion, this is a huge accomplishment, and crypto is something that is no longer being ignored. Despite this, I'd argue we're still early in crypto. Good lord. The biggest cryptocurrencies are not user-friendly. Taking Bitcoin and Ethereum as an example, fees are high and transactions take a long time. The UX for any regular user is terrible. Imagine telling someone that your money of the future takes $30 for a single transfer. Yeah, man. Imagine. That would suck. Attempts are made to fix this. Ethereum 2.0 should decrease Ethereum's fees, while Bitcoin has the Lightning Network. Speaking as someone deep into crypto and not technically illiterate, these solutions are a long way from working well enough. Lightning specifically is not a solution I'd recommend to anyone. For a deeper dive, see the thread below. No, I'm not going to do that. We're also still early in terms of crypto as a store of value, despite the lofty valuations crypto is already seeing. This is so fucking infuriating. So, like, a lot of the recent history of the world is to do with the financialization of everything. Just the financialization of people, the financialization of countries, the financialization of, like, markets, like, you know that Always Sunny bit where Frank is like, these guys will bet on anything. You can bet on anything. And it's like, the stock market truly is like the ability to bet on anything, and therefore you can conceptualize practically everything as being financialized, and therefore, like, everyone who has a literal, like, stock in something, a stake, right, in what could happen, they have a stake in something, and that means that they could want to affect. Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry, I just checked my notifications, and DJ Mule sent me this. I mean, although full democracies don't want a revolution, do they? I mean, they're happy with their situation. They're already having a great time, right? They're already having a fucking great time. I'm here all night. I bet. You know, everything is financialized, and therefore people with financial incentives to see an outcome go a certain way, right, care about how politics go on an entirely profit-motivated level, right? So, for example, right, if you, and this has been the case for a long time, but, right, if you have money in dollars, right, excuse me, if you have money that's in dollars, then you're, then you have an investment in how U.S. politics goes, because if you intend to go and engage in international trade, right, then you don't want America to be the laughingstock of the world and to be unstable, etc., because to some degree the centralization of the bank there, right, rests on the stability of the government, and if the government isn't stable, then the bank isn't stable, then the dollar can't be worth anything, because people can't know for sure that they can accept your dollars and that they'll be worth as much tomorrow as they are today. That's a really big scale example, and it's one that's, you know, existed for centuries already, right? But the stock market and public trading of stocks and companies is the same on a much smaller scale, right? And so, like, that's how you then see, like, Tesla stocks being affected by the personal life of Elon Musk, and not even just his personal life, but just his tweets, where, like, if he indicates that he's a very stable genius, just like Donald Trump, then Tesla stock plummets, because people obviously disagree with his visionary leadership, and they're not prepared to go along with true genius. You know, There's something I've been meaning to look up, which is like Marx's writing on fictitious capital. Fictitious capital. Because... Right. I've read this before because it's in Capital, but it's been a while, basically. But I wanted to look this up on stream because it relates to crypto, right? We have this financialization of everything, and this just like, so what I was just talking about was like financialization of everything to the point where more money exists in the world in the finance industry, so not actually being used to trade for a thing, right? The way you buy an apple or something, but instead attached to Apple stocks. I made it poetic. Way more money exists in the finance industry than outside of it, right? And it's like it's barely attached to anything, but like the material real world still affects it in some kind of a way, right? Let's learn about fictitious capital. I tricked you all into learning some Marx when I said we were going to laugh at crypto bros. Fictitious capital is a concept used by Karl Marx in his critique of political economy. It is introduced in chapter 25 of the third volume of Capital. Fictitious capital contrasts with what Marx calls real capital, which is capital actually invested in physical means of production and workers, and money capital, which is actual funds being held. The market value of fictitious capital assets, such as stocks and securities, varies according to the expected return or yield of those assets in the future, which Marx felt was only indirectly related to the growth of real production. Effectively, fictitious capital represents accumulated gains, legal titles to future production, and more specifically claims to the income generated by that production. So this is exactly what I was just talking about, right? Wait, is this a leftist stream? Oh shit! So this is exactly what I'm talking about, right? The stock markets, right? So there's real capital and money capital, and then there's fictitious capital, right? So real capital, you could say someone has real capital where they've invested in something. For example, they bought a lathe, and not the lathe like I have where I make up a guy and then he's real, but an actual lathe where you are making legs for chairs to sell chairs, right? It's a machine that you use to produce things. It is the means of production, right? And then there's money capital, right? Which is just like your money in your bank. But let's, go back to an example I was just talking about a second ago. If your money in your bank is in US dollars, that's tied to the real world in a significant way, right? But where we start to where things really tip over, right, is where we go into fictitious capital, right? There's this money that you have in US dollars, and it has a relationship to what is called the economy, which I've said this many times before, I will say it once again. Economists, show me the economy. Put it in front of my face. Let me see it. I have not seen it. I don't believe it exists. Your money can be affected by inflation. And then there's stocks, right? And cryptocurrency, it's just like stocks on fucking steroids, but it's not actually any more finance bro brained than stocks already are. Because stock trading already involves trading, like betting on betting on betting. Like, it gets incredibly esoteric, right? You can have, yes, stocks in Apple, for example, but you can also have, you can also buy a portion of like a bet that a certain bunch of companies will do well or won't do well. Like, this was a whole bunch of what led to the financial crash, was that loads of people felt that it was forever safe to bet on, bets that the housing market was going to be totally fucking good forever because, hey, people are always going to need housing, and they weren't aware that at the absolute bottom level, people were making horrific predatory loans that homeowners and renters and so on were not going to be able to pay back, and then it all came crashing down, and loads of people lost their houses. And it really, really sucked. It was really fucking bad. And the finance industry is directly to blame and should face trial for crimes against humanity, and won't unless humanity does something about it. But that kind of like betting on betting is what I'm trying to say, is like, the stock market already contains this fictitious capital, and that's why Karl Marx was able to write about it, right? Karl Marx was able to write about it in, when did the third volume of Capital? 1894, right? Because the stock market already existed. It's not even prediction; it applies in exactly the same way, right? So, So let's just go back to the Wikipedia for a second and unpack some of this stuff. So, uses of the term. Marx saw the origin of fictitious capital in the development of the credit system and the joint stock system. The formation of a fictitious capital is called capitalization. It represents a claim to property rights or income. Such claims can take many forms. For example, a claim on future government tax revenue, or a claim issued against a commodity that remains as yet unsold. The stocks, shares, and bonds issued by the companies and traded on stock markets are also fictitious capital. Speculation. Profit can be made purely from trading in a variety of financial claims existing only on paper. This is an extreme form of the fetishism of commodities. Marx used the term fetishism. For those who aren't familiar, in the original Catholic sense, fetish refers to like the belief in like an object holding like power, right? And that's like the original kind of definition. And then like extending that metaphor a little bit, right? Marx talked about like the fetishism of commodities, the way that we believe we imbue things with power, right? And then we imbue money with power as a society, right? And then like all of this use of fetish is where we actually get our use of the word fetish to mean like what we could call a paraphilia, right? Because you're imbuing certain things with more power. So like shoes, if you have a shoe fetish, you're imbuing it with significance that it doesn't like materially hold. This is an extreme form of the fetishism of commodities, in which the underlying source of surplus value in exploitation of labor is disguised. Indeed, profit can be made by using only borrowed capital to engage in speculative trade, not backed up by any tangible asset. The price of fictitious capital is governed by a series of complex determinants. In the first instance, they are governed by the present and anticipated future incomes to which ownership entitles the holder, capitalized as the going rate of interest. But fictitious capital is also the object of speculation. The market value of such assets can be driven up and artificially inflated purely as a result of supply and demand factors, which can themselves be manipulated for profit. The inflated value can be just as rapidly be punctured if large amounts of capital are withdrawn. Right, so let's bring this around to something we were just discussing a minute ago, and I'll say that one again slowly. The inflated value can just as rapidly be punctured if large amounts of capital are withdrawn. Someone say the word I'm going to say next. Someone in chat say it. Think about earlier in the stream. Massage your mind. Put your fingers right in there. Just come on. Just grab that word from the brain. I talked about this earlier on the stream. Rug. Foxquirk got it. It was rug. I'm going to talk about rug pulling, right? Rug pull. That's fucking right. That's exactly what it is. Right. The inflated value can just as rapidly be punctured if large amounts of capital are withdrawn. Okay. David Graeber predicted that the true undoing of capitalism, the final step towards ultimate instability and collapse, was when the British government decided to discontinue the pound being based on the gold standard. So for those who aren't familiar, the pound ads are back. Fucking hell. I'll grab my book then. I'm grabbing my book, everyone. All the ads are going on. This bra is uncomfy. Right. Anyone tell me when the ad breaks over, just let me know. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I was gonna say. Larsenk, thank you for subscribing. You've been subscribed for 4 months. That's so cool. Everyone, please remember you can support this stream by subscribing or cheering. I really, really appreciate it. Are we done? Are we done with the ad yet? I'm good? Cool. Cool. Everyone should grab a Graeber. What I'm grabbing right now is the Utopia of Rules on technology, stupidity, and the secret joys of bureaucracy. Graeber has nothing but hits. He's very good. The smartest boy. Right. Right. Where's my mouse? There it is. So, something about rugs. Okay, if people missed it earlier in the stream, I will just quickly review. Quickly review. Here is our boy, Plastic Raptor. Here is someone replying, happy rug then, right? Talking about Venu. We'll go over Venu in a second, and we're all going to learn together. It's going to be a very exciting time. Rug is a crypto bro slang for it's an abbreviated version of crypto bro slang, rug pulling, which is a scam where you mint a currency and then get everyone to invest their money in it, and then you just take the money and leave. You just take the money and fuck off. Right? So let me just read this one again. The inflated value can just as rapidly be punctured if large amounts of capital are withdrawn. So the thing is about fictitious capital and speculative markets is that it all relies on trust and the expectation that people can continue to make money in it in any way. Right? And so historically, banks have used the gold standard, which is where a pound of gold, like by weight, a pound of gold has a certain amount of value, right? And that value in currency doesn't shift, and therefore people can ultimately trust that if they possess some gold, they could sell it to the fucking someone for that much money. And if they have money, like paper notes, if you actually look at a paper note, it's actually what's called a promissory note. If you are in the UK, I'm so sorry, but if you're in the UK and you look at a promissory note, it actually says in small print, I promise to pay the bearer on receipt of this note the sum of £10, signed the Chancellor of the Bank of England, or the Bank of Scotland if you're in Scotland. Paper money is what we call promissory notes because of this idea that, like, you would be able to take it to the bank and say, I want gold. I want pounds of gold. And the Graeber predicts that the divorcing of currency away from the gold standard underpins the ultimate demise of capitalism. And essentially that's because it means that all money has shifted into fictitious capital, as we were just discussing, right? It means that everything is now a speculative market, which means that everything is running on trusting other capitalists, right? And trusting that they won't just take the money and run away. The inflated value can just as rapidly be punctured if large amounts of capital are withdrawn. In terms of confidence in currency, remember that there are plenty of places in England where they don't recognize Scottish currency because it looks weird to them. Yeah, that's completely true. That's completely true. And not even like, you know, further south as a trend, just like in rural areas more than more than anything. Sorry, I want to check out the chat for a second. This stream was a surprise. I did not get a notification. Oh, dang. I mean, that's why I have the notifications in the Patreon Discord. Cue the island boys. Right. Rug pulling refers to that digital episode of Seinfeld where someone stole the NFT of George's toupee. Nice. I like it. Funny Scottish paper. Hello, family. Can confirm I've had many experiences trying to spend Scottish notes in England. One time it took 10 minutes to spend a Scottish £10 note while the cashier had to get the manager out and all. It was ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. Gold shiny, it make me sad when no shiny. Gold standard, bros. Okay, let me explain a little more, right? Why cryptocurrency is not just funny, but is a good explanation of exactly why Graeber is right about this, and not just being Ashmar 1, a gold standard, bro. Okay? There has to like be something. There has to be something that confirms that something is worth some kind of value. And in the crypto community, for example, in the NFT community, they have a genuine belief that ownership implies property rights. Like, possession is ownership is the kind of the way they take it. So like, when people do get hacked and their NFTs get stolen, they have no recourse whatsoever, because within the community, they sincerely all just are like, no, if you have the NFT, then it's yours. And you know, that's an example of why like it's not going to the trading of like pictures of little lions is not going to like take off and be this huge future thing. In the US, classes like to celebrate what's called the Cross of Gold speech, which was basically a guy named Darrow losing it at the Democratic Convention in 1896 over sacrificing the economy for the sake of a visually appealing commodity. That's so funny. Brian, not Darrow. Okay. But basically, I had a cursed NFT idea. NF Tamagotchi. A Tamagotchi, but instead of caring for a little critter, you're taking care of an NFT. If you forget to feed it, the NFT dies and is deleted from the blockchain, so it's just as valuable as a normal NFT, but is a much worse Tamagotchi. That's fun. There's a lot of like pointing out that like Marx predicted capitalism would fail imminently and would all be over soon, and then all the communism, etc., and saying, look, he predicted this stuff and it didn't happen. But this move into the world of pure fictitious capital is, at least according to Graeber, and I buy it, a massive underpinning of capitalism burning the fuck out. Like the finance, the finance industry, like I said before, is the majority of money in the world, and if it's just not tied to anything, it's only tied to how much people trust each other, and it may take a little time, right? This was published in 1894. It's 2021 now. It may take a little bit of time, but literally, it's just a matter of time until the inflated value can just as rapidly be punctured if large amounts of capital are withdrawn. That's called a rug pull, right? People just taking the money and just hoarding it, right? And then if that money is just, if the value is just hoarded, right, then increasingly, like, more and more people in the world are disenfranchised and they can't trust capitalist trade anymore. That is literally what's happening. When we're talking about, like, the top 1% or whatever, and we're talking about how much the richest people in the world have, it's directly tied to this fictitious capital thing, where the massive exacerbation of it has to do with all money in the world being snipped loose and just becoming this, like, cloud of fucking nonsense where everything is only a speculative market. When are we going to talk about Peter Molyneux selling digital real estate in his NFT grift? Oh my god. I didn't know about that. That's fucking wild. But it's going to come fucking crashing down because it's like crypto. Let's start with crypto, right? It's going to come crashing down because everyone burns through it eventually, right? The people who are getting involved with it are experiencing these rug pulls, and they're losing tons of money, and they're realizing that all it's good for is making people who already have money more money, right? I think the Winklevoss twins are some of the first people who they might be the first crypto billionaires. Am I misremembering? Do you know that? The Winklevoss twins, who were involved with the creation of Facebook, are the first crypto billionaires because they're the first people who already had loads of money and then just bought loads of Bitcoin and it went up to even more money. And sorry. As people burn through that, they're going to see crypto is a bunch of shit. It will definitely continue to absolutely beg a belief for all of us for a while as we go, what the fuck? This is fucked. How are people still doing this? Exactly the same as with Marx predicting in 1894 that capitalism was just going to burn itself out, and it's still going over 100 years later. It takes a little time, but, like, with no ability to trust one another, it's gonna fuck up. And it's a fantastic microcosm of the whole of capitalism because it's just not actually based on any, like, material reality or, like, measurable commodity. It's completely snipped loose, right? And it will burn itself out precisely because of rug pulling. The richest 1%, owning, what is it, like half of the wealth in the world, is the ultimate rug pull. And it's not even about everyone coming to realize that that's the case, though they will, seriously, like, people are going to be realizing more and more that it's the case that, Jim, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs, Tale of Two Rabbit, Lieutenant Alenko, Steph is here, hey Steph, Kurt Mulgrew, and Scarlet Miracle, you all just got subs, congrats. People will, especially with climate change, see more and more the harm that capitalism is doing to the planet just in front of their very eyes. But, like, it's not even about that. It's literally about trust in a system, and the system does rely entirely on trust, and when you stop being able to trust it, you reject the system. Right? And then the system, and moreover, if you can't trust it, the system itself can't exist from an economic point of view. That's what's so interesting about this decentralization stuff, as a technology, as a digital technology, is that it promises something which, like, capitalism is sorely lacking. And it's just like watching capitalism gotta go fast. It's like cryptocurrency is speed running the trajectory of capitalism, right? It's a cryptocurrency, an encrypted bit of nothing on the blockchain, right, given value by just being unique because it's encrypted, works the same way as the bank saying, I will give you, on receipt of this note, £10, right? It's to do with your trust. And it's literally just telling you that this little bit of nothing that I have made unique using, a serial number and my signature, is worth something. And because you trust me and there's a common intersubjective societal agreement about that, the value does exist because all value is in our minds, right? Literally, all value is in our minds. And if that trust doesn't exist, then the value doesn't exist, and then there has to be another system, right? There has to be another system in place. You have to find some other way to exist. This is the collapse, right? Not only that, but the massive energy consumption is, again, just like a hilarious microcosm of capitalism. Like, the encryption of little bits of nothing is so perfectly analogous to money and promissory notes, and the way that, like, climate change, or as we call it, climate change is just another facet of capitalism. Like, it's just another name we call neoliberal capitalism, global capitalism, American imperialism. Like, they're all the same fucking thing, just like outletting into different like facets of life. Sorry, I'm missing a lot of chat and it's making me a little bit anxious. Currency is a social construct. Yeah, exactly. Currency relies on us all trusting each other that currency means anything. Even the gold standard itself before that, right, relied on us all agreeing that gold had this value, right? The divorcing from the gold standard means, like, average Joe on the street can't look at literally anything in the world and be guaranteed of its value. Only be told of its value by someone who controls a commodity, right? And that relies on their trust of capitalists. That's what I'm saying. And it's the same thing with crypto. Crypto only works for as long as you trust other crypto bros. And we're going to see it burn out. It's like I'm saying, it's a capitalism speed run. It's capitalism gotta go fast. You hate my NFT killing the planet, and yet you're using electricity in your own home? Interesting. Yeah, exactly. I just think it's fascinating to consider this as this perfect microcosm of capitalism, and also a perfect demonstration of how capitalism is going to fall apart. Again, at least according to the smartest author of his generation. Anyone have any questions? I want to go learn about Vita Inu. I want to learn about this crypto coin that Plastic Raptor claimed is good for the environment. Crypto is just capitalists gone wild. Crypto, so this is an interesting thing, right? There's the ruling class and the working class, right? And there is inevitably, for as long as they exist, there has to be class tension and class war. And the state exists to mediate class tension in favor of the ruling class. Give the working class just enough that they don't overthrow the ruling class and abolish the class system. And at the same time, make sure that everything continues to benefit the ruling class as much as possible forever. But... And therefore, all capitalist trade, which is fundamentally incredibly tied to states, right, and what is legislated by the states, like they literally write the laws, relies on class tension. All capitalist trade relies on it. And I think what's really interesting about both the stock market and cryptocurrencies is the way that it exists right here, like right here, right? It's to do with people who aren't the poorest in the world. The poorest people in the world are, generally speaking, farmers in the imperial periphery, right? So we're talking about people who are in what we call the labor aristocracy. They're the working class, but they're the working class in the imperial core, right? The stock market and now cryptocurrency exist in this exact space where you get a lot of what are called nouveau riche, like people who were poor make money through this system, right? It's a huge feature of it, and it's a huge promise of the market itself, is that you can make money through it. Well, just like with all capitalist markets, really. Wait, not simply neutral for the environment, but actively good for it? I think what they're trying to claim is that it's less bad for the environment, but what they said was that it's good for the environment. God, I would love to overthrow the ruling class. Hold your breath. Vita Inu is most likely just going to be consuming less because less people use it. That is exactly my prediction, but we will see when we look in a minute. Temporarily embarrassed millionaires, etc., etc. Yeah, hell yeah, absolutely. I'm just checking for any questions before we move on to Vita Inu. I just want to make sure that I haven't lost anyone with my marks and the gold standard and this stuff. Crypto is hyper-concentrated capitalism, like that frozen goop in a tube people call orange juice when they add water to it. Wow, someone's got a fucking chip on their shoulder. No, but I do think it's
frozen goop, please.
I do think it's an interesting thing, right? Like it's so many of these, so much of the time, these markets exist in this place right here, where they can promise just enough people in the working class that they could make money from it. They can't, or just a few of them can. They can promise just enough of them that people who are already in the ruling class can take more of their money out, right? And it's that's a perfect demonstration of both how all capitalist markets work and how just capitalism generally works, and it will burn through people's trust in the system incredibly quickly. I'm always amazed by the depths of capitalism, but this has to be the final frontier for capitalism, right? Yes, but not crypto specifically. I think capitalism's just on its last legs. I think it's absolutely burning through the last of what it can possibly do. The massive concentration of wealth to the richest in society, more than we've ever seen at any point in history, is bad news for the system in all seriousness. Are you going to do any more ideology and video games videos? It could be fun to do one of the Metal Gear games. I am doing Kojima Mania next year. So I did Witcher Mania last year. I did Resi Mania this year. I'm doing Kojima Mania next year. I haven't played Metal Gear before. I've only played Death Stranding. So I'm excited to look at that. But I meant questions about the crypto stuff we were talking about, and I'm not seeing other questions that are about that. So I think we'll just move on and learn about Vita Inu. Yeah, I know, guys. I know I'm gonna love it. That's why I chose to do. That's why I'm gonna do it. That's the point. That's the point. I know it's gonna be good. I'm excited about Metal Gear. I know. The ideology of Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus. Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. Let's go on then to Vita Inu. Okay. Here goes. Oh, there's a GIF on the website. The world's first light-speed dog coin with 0 fees and smart contracts. 0 fees is a very interesting promise. Based on what we already saw, right? Ethereum having 0 fees. This is an interesting thing because of Mira Hurley and her thread that we read earlier, and her pointing out like that there's this enormous fee you have to pay when you make any transaction. Like $30 per transaction for Ethereum is ridiculous. And her prediction of like crypto's growth was based in the idea that that's going to be solved soon. But that's not it, is it? Right? That's not enough. Like it's not about, this is the point I'm trying to get at with this stuff about trust. It's not enough that you make it easy for people and easy technology to adapt. It's not about being able to make more transactions per day. It's not about having lower fees. It's about being able to trust the system and trust that people aren't going to just run away with your money. And you can't. You never ever can. That dog is just a cheap copy of Nyan Cat and all. Yeah, seriously. Ugh. Metal Gear has no politics? I already know that's not true. I'm gonna hate it and love it. That's already my relationship to Kojima through Death Stranding, so I'm very, very excited. It's called gas by the CryptoWit? What's called gas? The fees? Alright. I love how the basis of this crypto stuff is online Magic the Gathering card trading. Hey, Lucky Bun, good to see you. Right. Raiden original CIA femboy. Yeah, nice. Okay. Do we have an about? Do we want to read the white paper? Oh, geez. Alright, let's go. Let's just fucking do it. Vita Inu white paper. Oh, Christ. Introduction to Vita Inu coin. Vinu is a token on the Vite blockchain. It was created in 2021 by Elamont, one of the co-founders of the Vino community. The Vino community is a community of DAG enthusiasts. Yeah, I found it. I found the thing we need. Yeah, yes. Vriant was a human male gang leader in the world of Mrenzabon. He'd formerly been a part of an Imperial Army garrison. Vriant had served 6 years on Herdessa and 2 years in the trenches of Forsa Ged before he was assigned to Mrenzabon. The planet was abandoned after the death of Emperor Palpatine in the Battle of Endor. Vriant remained behind when his garrison left, taking control of Greater Xenopolis gangs. When Major Soren Kais of the 204th Imperial Fighter Wing came to Mrenzabon under an alias, his activities drew the attention of Vriant, who offered him either a job or payment to leave. Kaiser killed Vriant. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Fine. I'll carry on. I'll fucking do it. In many ways, Vinu is in line with the core commitment of the Vino community. It is the world's first fast, brackets, and cheeky dog-themed coin with 0 fees and smart contracts, and has the potential to bring people into the Vite ecosystem. There, they may learn about various cryptocurrencies and how they may be bridged and connected through Vite, and in a fun way. So a lot of the white paper here seems to be about how dogs are cute. And how that's what makes this different to all those other dog wow. Okay. All right. Vite network. Vite uses a directed acyclic graph DAG ledger structure. What does that mean? Okay, directed acyclic graph ledger structure. I guess this is referring to the structure of the blockchain that their system is built around. Directed acyclic graph. All right. And is a low latency and highly scalable network. It is also the first public chain to implement smart contracts on the basis of a DAG ledger. Transactions on the Vite network are fast and feeless. They keep on saying that, but they don't explain how. The broader aim of the Vite network is to bridge different blockchains in a decentralized way. One distinctive feature of the Vite network, God, this is like taking me back to my startup days so hard, like so intensely, because it's just like, it's just, do you know what I mean? Like it's this is just like reading the bios of a million different startup companies who want you to come work for them for like way too little pay, but hey, there are beanbags in the office, and they just put in certain like keywords that they suspect people of the creative class will find appealing. It's like bridge different blockchains in a decentralized way. God. All right. Okay. One distinct feature of the Vite network is its snapshot mechanism. The mechanism's main function is to maintain consensus on Vite's ledger. Snapshot blocks are created by nodes, which are called snapshot block producers, SBPs. Why the fuck? Why? They're just going into the detail. They're just going into like granular detail of how a cryptocurrency works in general, without explaining themselves well and without explaining how there are any differences to other cryptocurrencies. Anyway, here's our team of borkers. Oh my god. Elamont, Chief Woof Officer. Miltay, Lead Branding Doggo. Chad Meetup, Borker of Communications. The Big Bobster, Borker of Communications as well, apparently. Oh my god. Eagle, Ruistock, Tarzan, Watchdog, IND, SSJ4 Link, Inufinity, Imalfect, Jam, Vino Dev Eric, Luca, Crewmate, Rolex, Coracan. You're all going to hell. Tokenomics. 1 trillion. The total supply of Venu is 1 quadrillion. Shit. No more than this amount will ever exist. This means that there will be no worries about inflation pertaining to Venu. I mean, that makes some sense. Distribution, public, 25%, in line with the core philosophy of God, fucking shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Well, so you don't talk about the environment. You literally just don't talk about the environment at all. Well, why is it better for the environment? What, because it's not mined? Because you've only got a certain amount? I guess that's what they're going for, but it's just like, oh god. Vita Inu 3D assets? Oh my god, it's making me download things. Oh my god, I'm downloading things. Oh my god, I'm opening these files on my computer. Is this wise? Only time will tell. Wait, where's my Vita Inu? Oh no, where did it download to? Uh-oh. What whoa? But I want these textures. Extract to user app data. I don't want that. Man, fuck off. Downloads. Put it in my downloads. Oh no. Oh no! Now I don't know where my... Now I'm mining crypto. Oh no! Mining malware. Computer error. Virus equals very, yes. Oh, they were there? Thank you everyone for being able to read better than me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my, it's horrible. It's just bad to look at. Are these the textures of like an NFT? Is that what I'm looking at right now? Oh no, that's my bimbo sticker. Hey everyone, you have this in chat. You have this if you sub to me. It's like a Minecraft skin. Yeah, I guess. I fucking guess so. Wait, there's my bimbo sticker. Why did it skip from there to... That's so weird. Anyway. Right. Okay. So why is it better for the fucking environment? Anyone? It's just because they've only got a certain amount of them, right? So it's not mining them? It doesn't mine, so it's better for the environment? That's the point, right? That's all this is. But this completely misses the point that, like, if you don't have people mining it, you don't have people in on the grift, and therefore it's not an MLM, and therefore it's not scalable. Also, they said it was extremely scalable, didn't they? Didn't they say it was extremely scalable? If there's only a certain number of them, it's not extremely scalable. They're just hiding so much of this, of anything they're trying to say behind techno jargon on purpose, where they don't need to look smarter to potential investors. Good lord. Good lord. I think I get how this... I think I might get how this grift works. I think I figured it. I think I get how this one actually works. I was curious because there isn't the mining element, but I think I get this one. So, this is just the same as any startup run by a soulless grifter. You will meet a lot of people in startup culture who are really sincerely into what they are making. Be it because they genuinely think there are people who would benefit in the world from the thing existing. Be it because it's like a family business and they care about this thing taking off. Be it because they think that they're going to be the next Steve Jobs and it's entirely a narcissistic trip. There are people who seriously care about their company and care about it doing well. And then there are people who are purely, in a calculated sense, trying to get it from square one to the point where they can sell it for a lot of money. And the way that selling it for a lot of money works is that first they get a certain amount of investment capital to get it off the ground. People put money into it, and the company is worth that much money. And then they need to take that much money and turn it into more money through whatever the business model is. Right, and that's what they're promising the people who give them the initial startup capital. Right, is that they're promising that they'll get that return on investment. If they can get it to a certain point where they can sell shares in the company and make it publicly traded, they don't care if the company exists for 10 seconds after the cash hits their bank account. Right, this is the same fucking thing, except, okay, this is really interesting. Okay. So, with a company, it's to do with the business, at least on paper, and that's a whole other thing, is just like, it only matters on paper, that it's doing well. And then it gets to a certain point, and then it can be bought out, and the people who've retained the shares, usually the founders will retain 51% of shares, can then sell all those shares, and the company can go to fuck, right? And they sell the shares for an amount that is proportional to how well the company is doing, right? The value of the company. Vita Inu is minting a quadrillion coins, right? They want people to put a certain amount of money into it And then it will be worth however much is... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. So they're going to have a quadrillion Vita Inu coins. They're not going to do mining. That's why it's going to be better for the environment. Okay? They're going to have that many coins only. And however much investment capital is put into the coin, that's how much the quadrillion coins will be worth, like, overall, right? And then they say in the white paper that the team are retaining 25% of the quadrillion coins. So 250 trillion Vita Inu coins will be distributed among the team. 10% of the team distribution funds will be dispersed to core team members on day one of the project listing. 65% of the distribution funds are allocated as monthly payments to team members for their contributions to the Vinu project. So they're getting paid it's like a pension. A final 25% of the team distribution funds are reserved as bonus for key core team members at specific milestones. 2% at 6-month mark. Right. So after 2 years, the team... Okay, this is fucking fantastic. This rocks so... This is so fucking good. This is so fucking good. After 2 years, the team have no obligation to the coin at all anymore. In fact, in order to be able to buy groceries, they have to sell the coins. They have to sell them to someone else. Some other rube has to buy the coins. Otherwise, they can't eat. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is an incredible grift. And so, however much money goes into the coins before all quadrillion belong to anyone, that's how much money in total is in Vita Inu. And then, after 2 years, no one on the team will have any obligation to keep it going, except for the possibility of the coins being worth more, which they're not going to be worth more, because they'll never be worth more. That's kind of the point. So, they're basically in it until either a quadrillion coins sell, or 2 years in, whichever comes first. So this particular grift is designed consciously with the knowledge that crypto is not going to last. This rocks so hard. This is so fucking good. I'm so happy about this. This is so fucking good. This is they are reinventing finance, like the finance industry, whole cloth. Like they're just entirely reinventing this shit, like with no innovations whatsoever. They're reproducing. They're just reproducing the same technologies over and over. The only innovations are in the shapes of the grift, but even those have been completely seen before, right? This is identical to what I'm talking about with, like, startups that are trying to only get to the point where a bigger company will buy all the stocks out. Holy shit! This fucking rocks! What the fuck? I'm so glad we all went to learn about Vita Inu. This is so fucking good. There will only ever be no more than this amount will ever exist. This means there will be no worries about inflation pertaining to Vinu. Yeah. Right. Right, okay, exactly. Fucking hell. The basic lifeblood of cryptocurrency, for those who aren't familiar, is two forces, right? The more people mine crypto, your cryptocurrency goes down in value. Makes sense, right? If more crypto coins exist in the world, your crypto coins are going to be worth less. They kind of have to. On the other hand, people put money into crypto, changing what we could call money capital from our marks before, right? Dollars. Changing dollars, it's usually dollars, into cryptocurrency, driving the collective value of crypto up. Those two forces are basically the entire crypto market, and with this one, there is no down, right? There is no down because no one is mining it. That means you can smugly and self-superiorly claim it's good for the environment, and the value of your coins will never go down because money will only be put into it. God damn. Oh my god. I'm so proud of these boys. They're so smart. They're so fucking clever. They're so much smarter than the guys whose money they're taking. I love that for them. I'm so excited for them. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. This has been very informative, thank you. I never had anyone explain one of these to me before. All I knew is it's a scam. I can explain more if people have questions, like I said, but this is fascinating to see this thing with Vita Inu here, because almost all cryptocurrencies have been relying on mining, and this kind of scam, as I already said, relies on the knowledge that their currency is going to stop being worth anything, like, imminently, right? Like, it's not going to be there. It's going to stop work. It's going to stop having value because they're expecting that everything's going to fucking collapse. But moreover, they're quite conscious of the fact that Jesus Christ, I'm just blown away by this. But also it will just literally stop working because the team isn't going to be there to do any tech support after a certain point. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Okay, I'm so glad we looked at Vita Inu. I don't think we have anywhere else to go after that. I was planning for this to be a pretty short stream. It's been 2 hours. That probably does it. I think we did a good job of laughing at Crypto Bros. Any final comments in chat? I'll chat with chat for a minute before we go. Jesus Christ. Well, that rocks. That's just great. Everyone, please remember, if you've been enjoying the stream, like and subscribe. No, that's not it. That's YouTube. Subscribe and cheer. Give me money. If you're enjoying the stream, consider paying for the stream, is what I like to say. And let's go see now. So which coin should I put my savings in? I mean, Vita Inu looks pretty good to me, honestly. Doggy coin, but there are so many doggy coins. Power Frog OS. Which one's the trustworthy one? You know, that's what I don't. That's what, you know, we just don't know. Educative. Thank you, Randall. That's very nice of you. I learned so much more with dynamic conversation than reading up on it myself. Oh, I'm glad you liked it, Riakwaza. Yeah, I'm really glad you liked it. I am hyped for crypto to burn out because I think it will give us useful insights into the ways that the rest of capitalism is also imminently about to burn out. This is very, very cool. I love this. I love this. I love rug pulls. I love Vita Inu. I love the chart of all the democracies. I'm so excited. This is so cool. All right. Okay, looks like everybody's... no one has any questions, so I'm going to raid into Bad Bunny. Wait, before I do that, this Sunday, Bad Bunny, who we'll just raid into just now. So you need to go through because you'll need to follow this channel. Okay? Really, really important. I, DJ Mule, Tim from Conquest of Dread, all on Bad Bunny's channel, we are starting a new weekly show called Red Planet, which is a weekly communist roundtable where we talk about the tangible steps between where we are now and a better world. It's going to be fucking based as hell. We're going to tell you things you can get involved with. We're gonna commentate on political activism and organizing around the world. We're going to highlight incredibly based shit that rocks, and we are going to get people moving and fucking going out and doing stuff, and it's gonna be so fucking cool. It's called Red Planet, every Sunday, 2 p.m. PST. Is it PST? PT? Every Sunday from January 2nd. And I'm really excited about it. I know I'll see you all there, because we're going to go right in right now. So you're going to follow Bad Bunny right now, and then you'll be there on Sunday for Red Planet. I know you will. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Everyone remember, if you enjoyed my stream, subscribe and share, give me money. If you like the stream, consider paying for the stream. Go check out Bad Bunny right now and follow so that you can come and see Red Planet, where we talk about the tangible steps towards world communism every Sunday. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Good night, everyone.